Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1993 to listen to Further Away by the amazing IQ. Really excited to get back into this band. They're one of my new favorite discoveries that I've made on this channel, and I absolutely was blown away by the first two songs that I heard, so excited for this one. It comes from the album Ever. It's been highly requested by a few of you, and it's a long one at over 14 minutes, so I'm expecting quite the journey. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as well as the notification bell, to join the Retro Reactions community, where it's all amazing music all the time. Alright, here we go.
Time takes my time. I think to myself, hold the silence in, torn from my hand, so heavy now. You're a world away. Though they rage, these little lies have grown so cold. And will I see you when I turn around? Here I'll remain, bound, ever bound. I am left to drown in this space
What a change right there. Many changes. Couple huge changes and another change here. I think I need a minute. So, I met the song, we dated for the first couple minutes. By the halfway point, I'm madly, deeply, head over heels in love with it. Wow, incredible what I just heard, what I just experienced. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Really enjoyed the whole introduction, the whole beginning section. It had a very childlike, dreamy quality to it, with those amazing keyboard sounds, arpeggiated, just creating this magical world, this relaxing world. Wow, I love that it took its time. Obviously, plenty of time to do a lot in this song. Took its time and just let me sit in that pocket for a while. Then the unique voice of Peter Nichols comes in. Amazing. I love his voice. Took me a while to adjust to it because it's very different, but it fits. And as soon as you hear it, you know it's him instantly. That's how I feel. This song took me to another place in time, I have to see what he's talking about. He's saying a lot, but I was just transported for sure. Really nice bass shining throughout this song. I love the bass lines, the melodies that were written. It's very striking. It's very forefront. It's kind of one of the biggest stars of this show. Then we get the first huge change up. Everything ramps up. That's the classic IQ sound that I fell in love with. At least it's classic in my mind because I only know, the first two songs, Subterranea, Sleepless Incidental. But that's what I fell in love with. That's what I gravitate towards. And they're giving me plenty and so much more in this one. So much being delivered in that fast section. Really nice, unusual beat going on. Took me a minute to get into the groove there. Really, really striking. I love that. There was this really cool slamming snare sound going on. Very, very impactful. I don't hear that too often. And another unique thing was these amazing cymbal crashes going on the left and right. That was also really cool. And by this point in the song, the bass was just digging right into me, into my brain, into my soul. Very, very highly impactful, like I said. Just like in the other two songs, as soon as this band, speeds up in their tempo, kicks in full gear, they always get me soaring into the sky. And I love that feeling. It's such a special, magical feeling, such a special journey. And with all the feelings in this music, I think it must be an epic tale that he's telling. And then we move on to that amazing keyboard section. The keys were swirling all around me. It was so intense. It literally had me frozen, I think. Such a bizarre and intense feel. I just loved hearing that. Love what it did to me physically and emotionally. Then you just add these crazy drum fills everywhere all around me to heighten the emotion even more. Then after all that intensity, we get this great cool down section. I got major chills at that point. It was beautiful. Really hard to describe. Just kind of takes you aback. You're kind of like sucked into this sonic world. I had a similar feeling in the song Dogs by Pink Floyd. It's so hard to describe. It just kind of stuns you, hypnotizes you, freezes you. You're just there, especially hearing it for the first time because, I'm sure after many listens, it's maybe a little less impactful or maybe not. But the first time when you don't know what's coming, you're just like kind of stunned there, just soaking it all in. And that feeling was so amazing. Again, I don't get it in too many songs. I think it's just the giant switch of emotions from here to here, but it was beautiful. I love that feeling. So going to go back a little, experience it again, and finish off this incredibly good song.
bed, closing the shutters and cutting the thread. Shackled and fettered, I know who you are. Bleeding the heart and the mind as the rivers run red. Somebody said, here is hell.
What a journey that was. Wow. So much in that 14 and some minutes. I think the middle section blew me away so much that the last part was more subdued. I was more relaxed, just in a trance, enjoying the great upbeat section there. So much going on. We'll talk about that guitar, but wow, love this completely from start to finish. You know, a lot was still going on in the second half after that cool down section that I talked about already. We go back to the childlike, fantasy, dreamy section that we kind of got in the beginning. It was probably different, I'm guessing, but we're in that pocket for a while. I noticed some really great acoustic guitar melodies going on there. Nice playing there. And I'll talk about the members at the end, but really cool. I heard a wind instrument. I think it was done through the keyboard. I made the gesture early on, and then I think I heard it here in that second half. Really cool there. I also enjoyed this really nice, I'll call it shimmering cymbals, really fast in the back right of the mix. All these little details just combined to make this amazing, long, beautiful song. Every single band member was shining and forefront for me in this song, and that was a really nice experience in itself. We also got a great electric guitar solo that really told a story and kept me fully engaged. I love that. I love the melodic lines. I love the way it was delivered. I even heard some screaming type rock vocals at one point, just for a few seconds, by, of course, Peter. Really, really nice. I think his voice, since he's telling such a long story here, I think that his voice is being adapted to, fit whatever part of the story he's telling. It seemed like he was singing differently in a certain part of that second half, and then again the rock vocals, and then the first half. So got to go back and hear the subtle differences, but I really think he was doing it intentionally, adapting his voice to fit the story. I got a lot more of that coasting feeling in the second half. I just love sitting back and just soaking in all the great music. In the end, I definitely had feelings of peace and resolution, and I love when they kind of wrap up the story and end it musically instead of just, not caring about that or not thinking about that. It just shows how much thought and craft they put into this art. It's hard to believe this band has been around most of my life, and I'm now just discovering them in 2023, and there's so much more for me to discover. Really, really excited for this journey. So definitely some deep, complex lyrics here, no surprise. I think it's about a man in deep conflict. His love is long gone, whether that be through death or distance. He seems to be discussing all the corruption in the world around him and how they are coming to get him. Not sure who they are. He wishes for salvation, deliverance, and peace, but he's struggling very, very hard. I got vibes that he is imprisoned and awaiting execution. I'm sure that's just one interpretation of many, but, everything seems to be that way. He's trapped, maybe wrongfully imprisoned. They're going to send him to his death. He has to accept it and hope for something better afterwards. Wow, amazing song. I expected it to be. I said it in the beginning, and I was right. You guys were right, of course, by suggesting it. If I could give that middle section, the synthy and the cool down section a double platinum, I would, but I like to judge the song as a whole. So I'm giving it the Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, for Further Away by IQ, 1993. Thank you so much, Peter Nichols, for those amazing diverse vocals, Mike Holmes for that incredible acoustic and electric guitar work, Martin Orford for that amazing keyboard work, especially in the middle. John Jowett for the amazing bass, thick bass, digging into my soul. I talked about that. And Paul Cook for those amazing, impactful drums and drum fills. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this amazing song or anything by IQ. Would still love to know more of your favorites. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.